Introducing our officials for this match, our first referee, Joy De Imus, National Referee. Our second referee, Daniel Palada, National Referee. And now let's meet the starters. First, for the Strong Group Athletics Corporation. Outside spiker from Jose Rizal University, number 14, team captain, Dolly Versosa. Opposite hitter from the Far Eastern University, number 7, Justine Repleza. Center from Enduran Colleges, number 9, Chumsi Kaole. Outside spiker from the Technological Institute of the Philippines, number 11, Shika Espinosa. Middle blocker from Lyceum of the Philippines University, number 17, Joy Onofre. Middle blocker from the University of the Philippines, number 19, Nikki Baldisanzo. Starting libero from the College of St. Benil, number 3, Mel Romero. Head coach for SGA is Onyok Getigan. And now the starters for the Cignal HD Spikers. Outside spiker from San Beda University, number 7, team captain, Ces Molina. Middle blocker from the National University, number 2, Rose Doria. Outside spiker from the Ateneo de Manila University, number 5, Fanny Gendler. Middle blocker from the University of Santo Tomas, number 18, Ria Menezes. Opposite hitter from Central Philippines University, number 21, Jovelyn Gonzaga. Center from the Far Eastern University, number 22, Jel Cayuna. Starting libero from De La Salle University, number 16, Don Macandili Katindig. Head coach for Cignal is Shaq De Los Santos. This game is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. It is Strong Group Athletics versus Cignal. This is the PVL, the heart of volleyball.
For today, start a new way to watch the PVL via the Preliminaries live app, available on the App Store or Google Play for Strong Group Athletics. Baldisanzo getting the nod as the starter today for Coach Getigan. Meanwhile, on the other side of the court, for the Cignal HD Spikers, it's practically the same lineup for Coach Shaq De Los Santos. Once again, Miguel de Guzman here with Coach Ronnie. Coach Ronnie, good afternoon. This will be an exciting matchup as Cignal trying to get back into their winning ways. Meanwhile, Strong Group Athletics trying to get win number 1.
Right. Of course, goes without saying that the Strong Group Athletics is not just trying to get win number 1, but trying to play better as a unit. And that should be the launch pad for them against a team. Nagigil, makakuha ng rebound win after losing to Chocomucho, and they give up. The first point of this match on the attack error. First point for the red shirts of the HD Spikers.
And Cignal HD opening up the scoring here today. Jel Cayuna at the service line. She is currently our number 1 setter here in the conference so far. Unfortunately, she overcooks that service, tying the game up at 1 apiece. And we have Baldisanzo now at the service line for Strong Group Athletics. Let's see who she targets. At Cignal, grazes the net. Gandler was there. This will be a free ball for Strong Group. Kaule, unable to get that one to go. Meneses, and Molina rather, Doria tips this one over. Versosa cross, Macandili was there. Cayuna, back set to Gonzaga. Baldisanzo. Cayuna. Doria again, and this time finds a hole in the defense of Strong Group.
Definitely height advantage belongs to the HD Spikers. Doria is the second leading scorer right now for the HD Spikers with a total of 39 points scored in 4 games, just close to 10 points per match behind the 54-point output of Ces Molina.
Ces Molina now at the service line for Cignal. Reception by Strong Group. Kaule sets it up to Rebleza. Cayuna to Gandler. Licauco will keep the ball up. And this will be a free ball for Cignal. Kayuna to Doria again, and that's 2 points already for Rose and Doria.
That's the value of Don Makandili katindig, really. Hindi na kailangan gumalaw ni Kayuna. Just because of that, that's a quick low set here for Doria, who scores 2 in a row and gives her team a 3-point lead on this, anchored on this 3-point run here after being down at 1-0.
Licauco with the reception. Kayuna with the dig. Makandili goes to Gonzaga, who's checked at the net.
That's good news here for Onofre and Versosa, joining forces to deny the Bionic Elonga.
In their previous match against the Queen Smashers, only 1 kill block for Strong Group Athletics, so they're really starting out strong here.
Very
in the
small
match.
unit talaga, Miguel.
Yes, coach. And you really see the height difference, especially against Doria, Gandler, and Gonzaga in front. As Jovelyn goes cross-court, good block there by Espinosa. Joust at the net.
It's an overreach coming from Onofre, who's one of only 2 players who have ever scored in double figures for Strong Group Athletics. Yung isa, of course, itong si Dalian Versosa, who has been the top gun for the Athletics all throughout the first 4 matches.
Rosalind Doria now at the service line for Cignal. Targeting for Sosa. Chumskaule able to connect with the middle block, with the hitter. Gonzaga tips it over, finds a hole in the middle.
Those are the 2 tallest blockers, Onofre and Spinoza, for the blue shirts. Gonzaga was blocked earlier. Now she scores over the two blockers for a 3-point lead here. Sign of a good and smart hitter. Yan po ay si Jovi Gonzaga.
Doria already with 2 points still at the service line. And that does not go over. Block point for Ria Meneses in this match. It's now a 4-point lead by Cignal. Let's turn it over first to Lexi Rodriguez, who has a report for us.
Thanks, Migs. Now, as we all know, Ayumi Furukawa has missed 2 matches due to a minor ankle sprain. But fear not, because Shika Espinosa has been the other go-to player for the Strong Group Athletics. Now, Shika shared with me that fitting into this role is still new to her. With her past pro experiences, she says that she believes that she's got what it takes, even if they're down by 3 right now. Now, as they come in this match battling a more veteran team, their mindset is to just celebrate the small wins, the small victories, to boost their morale. Now, this report is brought to you by the Filipinas Live app, where you can watch a PVL anytime and anywhere in the world. Now back to you, Migs and Coach Ronnie.
Thank you for that report, Lexi. Now right on cue, while she was reporting, Espinosa able to tally her first points of the match here for Strong Group Athletics. However,
that was in the previous sequence,
yes,
but on the return play,
Fanny Gandler able to get that point back for the HD Spikers. Licauco will send this one over to the other side. Kayuna to Gandler again.
Gandler so far with a total of 36 points heading to this game. Reach the first technical timeout, comfortable 5-point lead.
It's available to all active Cignal prepaid and postpaid subscribers. Vanny Gandler still at the service line for Cignal. It's now an 8-point lead for the HD Spikers. Versosa with the reception, Kaole. Unfortunately, Baldesanzo's attack goes outside again.
Could not connect. That was wide open. Kale pushed the right button. Going for that slide. Instead, they're down by 13. Kanina pa si Bani dyan.
Yes, Coach. And, Coach Ronnie, it's the intention of Kaole is good. She's trying to open up the
Ayos yung balasa.
the wingers. Tapos kita mo naman, Meneses and Cayuna trying to block Espinosa in that sequence. And that has been the story here in the first set. Espinosa again.
Off the block.
Good dig by Vanny Gandler. Molina with a cross-court attack. Romero was there. Cayuna one-hand set to Meneses.
Good save by Versosa.
This is our longest rally here in the match so far. Good up by Romero. Espinosa will tip this one over. Read well by Molina. Gandler from the back row. Molina ends our longest rally of the match.
Looking at the way the HD Spikers were warming up earlier. Alam mo, Miguel, nakita ko talaga sa mga mata nila that they really want to end this early. They were really well warmed up prior to the start. Makita mo naman, ang bilis kumilos, precise ang execution sa offense, and even on defense, they have a big advantage here of the blue shirts.
To be a free ball for Cignal. Let's see who Cayuna chooses in this attack. She goes to Meneses, who's checked at the net. Gonzaga cross court. Versosa was there. Kaole, back row, back set, free ball. Meneses unable to find the hole in the defense there. Meneses again. Cayuna really going to Meneses in this match. Gonzaga trying to tip one over to the other side.
Oh my. Yes, the rallies getting longer. Yes, there are more transition plays. But in terms of finishing off the point, once again, the red shirts will have the advantage. Titignan natin yung scoring run dito. Scoring run na tumuloy-tuloy. Ano ang run para dito sa HD Spikers? 8-0 run after the score was pegged at 11-4.
Coach Ronnie says Molina already with 4 points, totaling the tally of strong group so far here in set number 1. That attack goes to Espinosa. Kaole keeps the ball up. Katindig, Cayuna, Gandler from the back row. Strong group, getting active defensively. They just have to convert offensively like what Jel Cayuna did in that 1-2 play.
First point for Jel Cayuna. Always a double threat. Has run the offense really well here for the red shirts. Coach Onyok will call the second and final timeout of the set as they're down by 16.
Kung napapagod ka, napapagod din yung mga yan. Pwede mong blockin yun. Ha? Dalawang spiker mo. Sino ba? Papalipatin mo ng tres. Pwede naman yan. Siya be quick. Usap lang kayo. Basta back row attack. Ready ka. Tara, go lang, go lang. Sige lang.
Coach Ronnie, 20-4 is our score right now in favor of Cignal.
Yes, sir.
And you mentioned, no, Coach Ronnie, Cignal coming off a straight set loss in their previous outing. Kitang-kita mo naman, Coach Shaq de los Santos, even though they're up 16, taking every second of that timeout to give instructions to his team.
Di naglalabas, di nagpapalit, not letting up. For strong group, the least number of points that they have scored in a set was 12. It happened twice. Right now, they only have 4.
Vanny Gandler has been at the service line for as long as we can remember.
Yes, yes, yes.
Cayuna goes to Molina.
Itin.
Romero to Espinosa.
Oh, nice.
Finally ends that scoring run by Cignal.
Finally gets one over Meneses.
This spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin, pasalubong ng bayan. Espinosa with 3 points already for strong group.
We're talking about the second leading scorer for the blue shirts was Total 24 points in 4 games for a 6-point average. Talking about Chica Espinosa.
Espinosa with a good dig. Versosa cross court. Gandler was there. Cayuna to Gandler again from the back row this time.
That's a point of attack that has put the defense of Strong Group on their heels. Back row shots, pipe plays coming from Molina and Gandler. Was really showed us peak form. Although her numbers are down compared to the previous conference, still continues to be a go-to player here for Coach Shaq.
That back row attack has been a weapon for Vanny Gandler, as this will be a service ace for Riri Meneses.
Service ace number 2. 27 attack points, 6 blocks. 1 service ace heading to this match for a total of 34 points. Number 25 in scoring.
Meneses with 4 points now in the match. Caule to Versosa off the hands of Cayuna. Molina had to chase that one.
I believe that's only the second error para dito sa Cignal. Errors for Cignal. Only the second. So that is also how well they have played, and that they have disallowed giving up free points here to the Athletics.
Cayuna. Combination play to Molina. Unfortunately, good dig there by Strong Group. What a save by Macandili, but Justine Reblesa able to score for Strong Group Athletics.
First point here for Reblesa, if we are correct.
Only 3 players have scored so far from Strong Group: Reblesa, Espinosa, and Onofre.
And those are the top 3 scorers for them. 34 points, 24 points, 22 points accounted for by Versosa, Espinosa, and Reblesa after 4 games.
That is another good connection there between Cayuna and her middle blockers.
Most of the touches have gone to Molina and Gandler as of late. And then you activate Doria. Defense was not set, defense was not ready. 1 point away from their first set point.
Jel Cayuna, 4 excellent sets already. Of course, part of our national team. Versosa is checked at the net. This will be a free ball for Cignal. Cayuna chooses Gonzaga.
Fake. Doria was right there. He should just scored earlier. Defense was all set to cover Doria, and then the back set straight to Gonzaga. Look at the sequence. There you go. That is direction. Definitely an excellent set here for Jel Cayuna.
Jel Cayuna at the service line. They are at set point, and Doria says we have to wrap up set number 1 already. 25-7, Coach Ronnie, a dominating first set win by Cignal.
Definitely one-sided. It was all about defense early here for the red shirts, as they did not allow Versosa and Espinosa to score for the blue shirts.
Ces Molina already with 4 points here in the match. As you see here, all of the points that she scored so far. When we come back, it will be set number 2 between Cignal and Strong Group. After the second technical timeout, Cignal still remains in control 16-7 against Strong Group here in set number 2.
Methodical approach, disciplined, and determined. Disallowing Strong Group from recovering and putting pressure on them.
You know, Coach Ronnie, looking at the players of Cignal, yung mga nasa court, the focus is there.
Kita mo sa mata eh.
Yung mga nasa bench, Coach Ronnie,
Di nang gugulo,
staying
diba?
warm,
Oo,
keeping
tahimik.
themselves warm.
Because they know they will be playing later on.
Vanny Gander with the reception. Cayuna, combination play to Molina, who's checked at the net.
Good defense by Onofre again.
Versosa, and nobody getting the second ball for Strong Group.
Onofre is doing everything she can to hold off the multiple attackers in front of her. Versosa, meanwhile, has been covering at the back row, playing tough defense.
Kaule now back in the game, replacing Palarca.
While Vander still at the service line,
That's correct, Coach Ronnie.
replicating what she did earlier.
Another good serve there from Vanny. Kaule connecting with Onofre.
Finally, side out here for the Athletics. Stops the scoring run. And finally moves Vanny Gander away from that service here.
Joy Onofre with 4 points together with Espinosa. They lead the Strong Group scorers in this match. With a good serve there. Molina is checked by Kaule. Gandler from the back row. And they said that did not go over. But there will be a challenge called by Coach Shaq.
The Strong Group only had 7 points in that set, 1 loss. Definitely much better performance during this set. Cignal only committed 2 errors in that set with 1 win. I believe they already have accounted for 4 or 5 errors here in this set alone.
Coach Ronnie, Strong Group doing well at the net. 4 blocks already despite the height disparity that we mentioned.
That's 25% of their second set output so far.
Look at the footage of the called challenge on your screen.
They called it right.
It's a successful challenge for Coach Shaq. There will be a replay of that previous rally. Now Onofre will still serve for Strong Group in the sequence. Good serve. Cayuna had to chase after that one. Gander from the back row.
Missed earlier, scores on this pipe. Another back row execution here delivered by Cayuna for Vanny Gander. Underhand set, no problem. Miscommunication. Floor defense of Strong Group, and now they're behind by 10.
Kaule.
Oh, nice.
And that's a good hit by Baldesanso, scoring her first points of the match.
Zero tempo play working here for the Blue Shirts, beating the blockers. Excellent timing by Kaole.
Espinosa serving for Strong Group.
At least si Shika nakakapalo. Si Dali hindi man lang makapalo.
Kita natin yung tapang din ni Espinosa, Coach Ronnie.
Oh yes, matangkad siya eh.
In the rotation, it's Meneses and Cayuna who's in front of her but still able to score. Vanny Gander, first player in double digits in this match with 10.
It's a good sign for Vanny Gander and the HD Spikers. Gander, third leading scorer with 36 points, 9 points per game. On 33 attack points, 1 block and 2 aces heading to this 5th match. The HD Spikers were ahead by 10 once more.
Cayuna serving, that means
There's Versosa.
Cignal has a full front line and she goes to Doria, who scores for Cignal.
As you say it, Doria once again rises to the occasion. Time and again for closeout time. Cayuna's found a way to get itong si Rose Doria her touches. Taas ng percentage ni Rose Doria.
Cayuna with the serve, targeting Espinosa. 1-2 play by Kaule, read well by Janela. And that move is brought to you by Honda Motorcycle. Talking about that Doria point as Gonzaga overcooks that one.
Right. Every game for strong group, they have almost always been led by Dali Versosa, but so far we have not seen that this game so far, and that is how well Cignal has defended the #1 scorer of the Athletics, na si Dali Versosa.
Chumskaule now serving. That means strong group with the full front line. Let's see if they can convert. Versosa cross court, and that is a check called on the Cignal defense. Point goes to strong group.
Breakthrough here. That's daylight for Dali Versosa. 2 points so far for the 8-point per match scorer ng strong group.
Kaule serving for strong group. Good serve, Cayuna. Goes to Gonzaga, and she is checked at the net.
Goes straight for the blue shirts. Lead down to 8. Fight back here of some sorts para dito sa blue shirts. Forces the hand of Coach Shaq to call a timeout.
Patakboy mo na si Jab.
Dito na ako.
Okay ha? Dito ka na sa kabila. Okay? Sige. Anong mo boy? Play mo.
Dulo?
Para hindi masyado malayo, 4 lang. Job, 4 ka lang. O, 4 lang sa'yo doon, ha? Okay? Sige, pasa mo na ulit. Tapos yun lang. Stay doon, 4. Last 5. Come on. One stop. Let's go.
Tara, Cignal!
The first time out called by Coach Shaq in this match. And that's a good sign for strong group, meaning nakakabalik sila. But definitely their net defense is doubly better here in this set, disallowing quick points. And, able to read better. Itong si Jel Cayuna.
Kaule serving for strong group. Cayuna goes to Gonzaga, checked at the net.
Again.
Gandler from the back row. Off speed works for Vanny.
That has been the best point of attack here for the HD Spikers. Wing hitters, spin hitters have been shadowed closely. But Gander delivers once again from the back row for a 9-point lead here for the red shirts.
Service error there from Ces Molina gives strong group a free point.
This is the way strong group was able to get their points early on. At least 6 errors in the set here for the HD Spikers. Is almost 50% of the total output for strong group.
Baldesanzo now serving for strong group. Already with 1 point here in the match. Cayuna goes to Gonzaga off the hands of Versosa.
Anytime you have someone na mabilis at masipag, magpakagat sa mga blockers, talagang may malilibre. Doria created that shot for Gonzaga, who scores and gives her team another 9-point cushion.
Dito ka lang. Di ba hindi ka bumlock? O anong gagawin mo? Di ba isa? Ikot ka lang naman ng gano'n, no? Kung matakot kumuha ng bola, support mo yun eh. Pag hindi tayo ba-block, baba. Eh kuha, coverage tayo. Okay na nga yung tinatakbo eh. Tulungan niyo yung mga kasama mo eh. Hindi yung... Tuloy-tuloy lang, tuloy-tuloy. Yun ang kulang sa atin eh. Wala nag-i-initiate na kumuha ng bola eh. Bola mo.
Let's go, girl!
Good time out there by Coach Kitigan as he tries to rally his team, reminding them to stay aggressive. Tama yung point ni Coach Gitigan, Coach Ronnie. Walang may initiative na lumapit sa bola. As we saw earlier, there were some balls that were left floating in the air for strong group.
Pero alam mo, dito sila nakakabalik sa net defense.
Yes. Cayuna will go to Gandler. Down the line.
Most productive, most efficient, most accurate so far for the day is Vanny Gander for Jel Cayuna. Early on, it was Ces Molina, Elrose Doria, Henry Jimenezes. A sprinkle coming from Joby Gonzaga. But Gander, top scorer right now. 10 points na yan, may gitna.
12 points now for
Ose na.
Vanny Gandler, Coach Ronnie.
I think best scoring effort for Gander this conference thus far.
And she is the only spiker in double digits
For both teams.
for both teams as Espinosa goes from the back row. Kaule to Versosa, challenging Meneses. Gonzaga will push this to the
Good
other
coverage.
side. Versosa again, and this time she gets it to go for strong group.
That's more like it for Dolly Versosa. 3 points, 3 hard-earned points for the former Lady Bomber, a 2-time second-best outside hitter in the NCAA.
She is now at the service line for strong group. Targeting Molina. Gonzaga with a cross court. Caule was there. Romero to Espinosa. And that sails in.
Misread by
Espinosa.
Don Macandili. Easiest point of the day for Chica Espinosa. Underhand. Diagonal point.
Sosa now serving for strong group. Good target there again as Gonzaga goes cross court. And there will be a net touch violation called on Espinosa.
9 set points here for the red shirts. First taste of action for Giselle C. And Chinbasa's the Tamarao connection.
Giselle C will serve for Cignal.
Nice to see Giselle C back in action. Huh?
Yes, coach. Good serve there by Giselle C. Espinosa makes something out of this. C to Basas. Romero. And that attack by Rebleza. Good dig. Vanny Gandler. This is one of our longest rallies in the set as C goes to Basas again, who's checked at the net by strong group.
Onofre again. Multiple blocks here in the second set. 2 blocks. A first set loss. Onofre with 5 points on 4 kill blocks. That's impressive. Confidence best for Onofre.
And to think, coach, they only had 1 kill block in their previous match. So that means pinaghandaan talaga nilang kanilang net defense. But Cignal still dominating this match. Versosa from the back row. C to Gandler. Bombs away. Vanny Gandler.
That's all she wrote here in set number 2. Vanny Gandler just executing that exclamation point to close out this set. Good effort coming from the blue shirts, but not enough to derail the HD Spikers from having a 2-set advantage.
set 25-7 and 25-16 to take a commanding 2-0 lead here in the first game of our Tuesday doubleheader. Coach Ronnie, set 2 highlights on your screens right now.
Early lead for the HD Spikers once again, but definitely more bite, more fight here for strong group. 7 points in the first set, 16 points here in set number 2. Onofre, I believe, was the bright spot for the blue shirts, working so hard with their net defense, and eventually also Dolly Versosa was able to hit pay dirt and find breakthrough. But the best player today for the red shirts is Vanny Gander, very hard to stop. And then you have Rose Doria, and then you have Ces Molina, and of course Jovi Gonzaga. Multiple attackers, big time scorers, and as a result, these are the numbers, one-sided once again in their favor. 13 attack points per set, 16 attack points here in set number 2. Sa kabilang panig naman, only with 3 attack points sa set 1 ang strong group, now with 7, but still not enough even if they were able to get that advantage sa blocking laban dito sa Cignal HD Spikers.
Let's see if Cignal can wrap this one up in 3 sets, or can strong group extend this match to a 4th set here in the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan City. Calling the shots again for today, Miguel de Guzman together with Coach Ronnie Magsanok and Lexi Rodriguez as our courtside correspondents. There's one word to describe this game so far. It's been a domination by the Cignal HD Spikers.
It's just methodical, really. Kita mo yung one-track mind eh. Saka interesting if Coach Shaq will stay on with this rotation with the starters, or will he send in a second unit?
And Coach Ronnie, coming off a loss, as you mentioned, itong mga ganitong games, ito yung importante because it allows them to properly execute the plays that they're
one.
training for
That's
in training.
one. Number 2, you cannot have a losing streak
Exactly.
at this point of the competition, especially against teams that you are supposed to beat. Kasi hindi pa sila nagdadaan so dun sa mga upper half eh. Except for the Cool Smashers, every team that they have beaten are the teams below them.
That's right, Coach Ronnie.
Pag susunod-sunod yung malalakas, pag dito ka nadapa, naku, sisingilin ka sa dulo.
A strong group now, starting with Cerdena in this set. The last set, it was Santa Maria and Balarca who Coach Getigan fielded in.
Yan ang natin hindi nakita.
That's correct.
Isa sa mga leading scorers din para sa strong group.
Kaule. Combination play, but Jonella was there. Kayuna. Quick.
That was supposed to be a point for Versosa, but once again, quick to the draw, able to get their transition play. And that was Jonella this time, also very good defensive specialist. Doria delivers once again at that spot for a 1-point lead.
Kayuna with the service ace.
That's the first line of offense. They had 1 service ace sa pangalawang set, 1 service ace sa unang set for a total of 2 aces. This is a team which has had 11 aces heading to this game.
For Kayuna service error gives strong group a free point. It's already her 3rd for the match. Talking about Jel Kayuna. Cerdena with the serve. Kayuna will let this one go.
You know this, Miguel, there's that optical illusion when you're at the opposite side of the court. No? Hindi mo alam kung tatawid sa inyo, mahuhulog sa harap mo.
Yes.
Hindi po malinis yan pag tinignan mo dyan yung sa net ang tingin mo. Hindi.
Ces Molina serving now, targeting Espinosa. Versosa, underhand set. He'll send this one over. Kayuna goes to Basas.
Good defense by Espinosa.
Dali. Kayuna goes to Doria again. Versosa spiking it to the other side.
More touches for Versosa.
And a block point, another block point for SGA.
Is that Onofre once again?
Yes, that's Coach Onofre. But then first, before anything else, let's turn it over to Lexi Rodriguez, who has a report for us.
Well, Migs and Ronnie, they're down 2 sets, but as you guys mentioned, Dolly Versosa remains to be the North Star for the strong group athletics. But how does she remain fearless on court? And she answered this by saying that she embraced her role as team captain. Sabi pa niya na kung naaalala niya sa simula ng conference, hindi talaga niya inintindi ang role na to. Pantay ang mundo kung captain ka o hindi. Pero habang tumatagal, she figured that she needs to mold herself to be the perfect leader for this young new team. Right now, they need to mold themselves to turn things around and minimize their errors and maximize their defensive skills. Watch how they do it on the Pilipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Now back to you, Migs and Coach Ronnie.
Thank you for that report, Lexi. Coach Ronnie, it's been a while since we've said this. Game is tied at 3 here in set number 3.
Start here to open up the third.
Katindig underhand set to Gandler, and she breaks the tiebreaker.
Breakout performance for Vanny Gandler, the former Lady Eagle. Na dating naglaro para sa Lasal Sobel kung di ako nagkakamali in high school. Early jump to the pro ranks and it has served her well. Grabe yung maturity at yung talon ng laro nitong si Vanny Gandler dito sa PVL.
And now reunited with another player who played for De La Salle Zobel, Don Macandili Katindig, as Rebleza gets that one to go for strong group.
Ties the score at 4. 7 points in set 1, 16 points in set 2, keeping step here with Cignal in set number 3.
Rebleza with the serve. Cayuna goes to Basas.
No doubt an excellent set. Isolated. Nobody home on Chin Basas. Down the line point.
Chin Basas now at the service line for Cignal. Kaule goes to Onofre, checked at the net. Gandler, cross court, too much.
It was a cut shot missed by Gandler. Again, the net defense of Onofre has taken away easy points here for the Red Shirts na nakuha nila ng napakarami din sa unang set. Tinatrabaho talaga niya.
Riri gets that point to go for Cignal.
Espinosa was there, Sardenia was there, but Onofre was slow to afford that coverage. But still the effort was there defensively for the Blue Shirts, or behind by 1.
6-5 is the score now. She is at the service line for Cignal. That sails outside. Game is tied again at 6.
No more pressure here for strong group, and they're playing better. Yung sa unang set, very tight sila talaga.
Good serve there by Espinosa. Molina finds a way to score.
Smart hitting coming from Molina. And most of the time, it's not all about power anymore. It's all about reading the defense and placement.
That's correct. Coach Ronnie, you know, in the conversations I've had with other players here in the PVL, when I ask them, sino isa sa pinakamatalinong player na nakalaban nyo? Ces Molina is always part of the list.
Kaya nga, bukod tangi.
And just like that, Ria Meneses sends this game to the first technical timeout. Spikers after the second technical timeout here in set number 3. Before we resume action, we would like to greet Jacob Lau of Strong Group Athletics a very happy birthday on behalf of PVL and the rest of the team. Rosalind Doria at the service line for Cignal, already with 7 points in the match.
7 big points, 7 impact points.
And Onofre scoring her 6th point of the match.
Most of them coming from offensive blocks.
We have Raslan at the service line for Strong Group. 2 points scored already here in set number 3. Katindig, Kayuna, Candler.
Off the block point. Well timed.
Vanny playing with so much confidence under Coach Shaq, Coach Ronnie.
Single block, walang problema sa kanya. Yes, napablock pa minsan, but most of the time she has scored against the defense of Strong Group.
Chin Basas at the service line, already with 2 points, all coming from the third set as well. As Kaule sets up Espinosa, and that goes in for Strong Group.
Off the block point coming from Chica Espinosa.
Onofre now at the service line.
The block specialist.
Yes. Kayuna to Gandler. The big reception. Kayuna.
Look at the reaction of her teammates.
Look at that attack again as we look at the spike of the set, which is brought to us by Duncan Pasalubong ng Bayan. Kayuna, one of the best offensive setters we have here in the Premier Volleyball League. Not surprising to see that attack coming from her.
Not at all.
Kaule, underhand set to Espinosa, pushes it to the other side. Good save by Basas. Molina.
This hit coming from Ces Molina. Closer and closer to sealing the deal.
Coach Ronnie, the trajectory of Kayuna's performance ever since being included in the national team has been going up.
Oh, naman.
Best setter for consecutive conferences and now #1 in our standings. Proving a lot of doubters wrong is Jel Kayuna as Molina attacks and sets this one to the other side. Espinosa from the back row. Kaya ko rin yan!
One of the hardest things to do is to be consistent, especially against elite competition. And when we talk about elite competition, that is the PVL.
And that
This is down to 5.
another national team player is fielded in by Coach Shaq. Troncoso will be coming in for Vanny Gandler. Now, Espinosa serving for Strong Group. There's a whistle, rotation error. Point goes to SGA.
This is just a 4-point lead for Cignal. Anti-lapse here, the part of the HD Spikers.
And speaking of trajectory going up, Coach Ronnie, from the first set up to now, Strong Group playing better, forcing Coach Shaq to call another timeout as they trail the HD Spikers 18-14.
Oh, pag-usapan niyo. Sabi sa inyo, huwag kayo magbibigay ng easy point. Na, sige, pasa muna ulit. Sige, ready lang, ready. Pasa lang, tapos, laki pag bumablock, di ba tumatama? Bakit binabalik mo sa labas? Talaga, dapat pag tumama, di pa sa loob. Oh, sa loob.
Kami sa
Sa loob mo yan, ha?
Kami sa
Sige, go, go, go. Pasa ka na ba? Sa gitna ka na?
Opo.
Oh, sige, sige. Sige, go, go, go lang, go, go. Trabaho, trabaho.
Awesome live sports viewing is guaranteed with Cignal. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Switch now and get up to 3 months with no cash out. Visit www.cignal.tv/switch for more details. Espinosa at the service line. They trail the Cignal HD Spikers by 4. A good serve by Espinosa. Troncoso keeps the ball alive. Basas sends it over. Kaule goes to Versosa. Free ball for Strong Group. Kaule, 1-2 play. Katindig was there. Espinosa from the back row. Another long rally here.
Oh,
Good save from Raslan. However, Molina scores in that sequence.
again, when they need a match-needed point, Cayuna goes to Ces Molina.
Haukulan now in the game for Strong Group Athletics. And Jack Acuna also in the match for Cignal. Serving for the first time for Cignal. Caule. Versosa off the hands of the blockers. Cayuna to Molina. Free ball, SGA. And Haukulan with attack that's well dug by Cignal. Caule again, back set this time. To Raslan. Cayuna, Molina.
Smart. 2 big points. I say big because, alam mo, no, nakita ng strong group na iba na yung mga katapat sa kabila, naging aggressive na sila. Good misdirection once again coming from Doria.
See that attack. So now Acuna is still at the service line for Cignal. A good serve targeting Licauco. Caule to Versosa. Cayuna will go to Troncoso from the back row. Versosa again. And Molina
Wow,
ends the
race.
rally.
Gander may have gotten the most touches, may have scored the most points, but when you need a big boost, then you have to go to Molina. Just like that, it's a 7-point separation here, late here in the third.
Pag hindi ka aabot, di ba di ka aabot? Kunin mo.
One stop. Hindi pa tapos. Here, habol lang. Masi-check mo yun.
Hindi naman lagi depensa nila.
Kuha lang. Dali. Mabilis na.
Isuno mo, nakasama mo. Ano yung ano mo? Diretso mo ganun.
Isang pasa.
Sige, ready ka lang ha, bakrata.
Isang pasa then convert.
Ano, Raslan, okay yun ha?
Isang pasa then convert. Yes.
Strong Group forced to call the timeout as Cignal is up by 7 now here in the third set. Acuna still at the service line. Espinosa leading all scorers for Strong Group with 8, followed by Onofre with 6. Meanwhile, for the HD Spikers, Gander with 16, Molina with 14.
Good rebound performance here for the HD Spikers after losing to Chocomucho in 3 straight sets.
This will be a free ball. Now this will be fun, Coach Ronnie. Let's see who Cayuna will go to. And she goes to Kasugod, who sends that one outside.
Going to that slide play. Kasugod was wide open, just could not connect as this new player coming in for Basas.
Fernandez fielded in by Coach Shaq. Joining the HD Spikers together with Don Katindig.
Oh, it's a miss coming from Caole.
Yeah, that's a serve that sails outside.
Yes. That ball was headed to Fernandez. Instead, it went wide. Gugulangan sana ni Caole kasi malamig.
So Cignal HD Spikers. All players for Cignal already fielded in by Coach Shaq. Versosa cross court. Cayuna was there. Fernandez, her first attempt of the game. Haukulan sets it up. One other good save by Jonella. Cross court.
Nice sequence for the red shirts.
Kasugod scoring this time for Cignal. Troncoso doing really well defensively for Cignal. And now we see another change here for Coach Shaq. Giselle C back in the game, replacing Cayuna, who has done an exceptional job setting up her Spikers in this match.
Absolutely. Without a doubt, she was in superior control all throughout this contest.
C with a serve. Caule sets up Versosa. Molina again, targeting
Bigat
Espinosa.
pumalo, ano?
Kahit naka-earphones tayo, naka-headphones tayo, Coach Ronnie, rinig natin.
Yung baba ng bola.
Troncoso from the back row. Will she score? Not yet. And how Kulan finds a way to get the point for SGA. See that? The replay again, Coach Ronnie.
Smart play. They push straight to zone 1. They get to 16 points again. The same scoreline that they had in the previous second set.
How Kulan with the serve, targeting Molina. Good serve. Fernandez off the hands of the blockers. And she scores for the HD Spikers.
Good job, Gonzaga. Cheer on Fernandez. Very nice to see the starting unit celebrating their teammates who have gotten some floor time here. But says Molina, no off time for you.
This will be an Espino back row attack that sails outside.
That will be it.
And Cignal meeting everyone in the middle of the court as they take this match in straight sets.